Continue is going to recognize this. This is the 550, but there's actually a few models that are similar. And here you have the connector for the remote control, which I don't have, but some models otherwise identical came with it or not. And these are all modern Walkmans from the 90s, very electronic. The EX series are all considered to be the high tire Walkmans, but the ones with a low number below, say 400, are mechanically controlled. 500 and up are all electronic. I don't have the battery right now. What's a bit special about this model compared to others is also it takes a normal pentile battery. Many of the Walkmans from that age had a special battery, which I actually have somewhere. Well, not right now, but a flat battery. So this one ends up having a bulging profile because of the AA battery. However, the fact it does use an AA battery means you can have much longer battery life now, because you can put in an envelope and it will last forever, while the old ones were probably nickel cadmium and really not very lasting. This model, and perhaps the ones with the other battery too, are good lasting though, in the sense that while they take only one battery, they have it would be nice to open them up, but it's not really something I want to do right now. Basically, the belt, which is a bit fiddly and often needs to be replaced when you buy this, but the belt is tensed by a special wheel, depending on whether it needs to have more traction. So like when you're starting the motor and the cassette is just starting to move. Otherwise the belt is loosened, and that kind of helps provide better battery life by not straining the motor. At the same time, they are Walkmans, which while they do have good sound, you move them around a bit, and unless they are very pristine or something, the sound is going to wobble a fair bit. So they're good, they have good sound if you're static. If you're moving, which is kind of the idea of a Walkman, the sound can be not so good. It's a trade-off for having just one battery, and that one battery is going to give about 30 hours of playback, which is quite impressive. Aside from that, they have Dolby B, a mega bass kind of thing, which can be useful sometimes. It would be better as a loudness feature, but whatever. They have AMS, so automatic search of the next or the next few tracks. So if you hit play, then you hit fast forward a few times, 3 times for example, it will skip the next 3 tracks. While if you just want to have a normal fast forward, you have to press stop first. It has a feature called blank skip, which is function plus fast forward, like all the ones which are shown here, not very visibly in the video, which is basically connected to AMS. If you press play, then fast forward, no, actually, if you press play and there is silence for more than 3 or 4 seconds, fast forward will automatically engage and stop as soon as it finds an actual track, which is good for home recorded tapes, especially when you are at the end of a side and there is empty space. The Walkman automatically skips that instead of you having to figure it out, and then obviously with auto reverse it will start the other side. Auto reverse is not a feature that's considered a high tire. It is in these Walkmans, but in the really high-tier professional Walkmans that were made for recording journalism and stuff, you don't have auto reverse, because auto reverse basically means you have in this case there are two methods. In Walkmans there is just one head here, but this one head has 4 tracks. Usually a tape head has 2 tracks, which are for the stereo, but the tape itself has 4 line tracks, which gets switched when you switch the sides. However, auto reverse gives the head 4 tracks, so depending on the direction it does have 2 capstans, and the motor obviously can run in both directions. 2 of those 4 tracks get activated on the head. The other method is having a 2-track head which gets physically rotated 180 degrees when you switch sides, and you find that in bigger stereo component decks. But in both cases there is a compromise with quality, because if you turn the head around physically, obviously it's going to lose a bit of alignment. While here it doesn't lose alignment, but if you do align the head, it's basically impossible to align it perfectly for both playing sides. So there is going to be one playing side that plays a high quality audio, and then when you don't turn the cassette around, it's going to play less well, which might not be immediately obvious if you are not listening very carefully, but well, in a professional model it kind of matters. Volume is basically the only physical control, analog control there is here. When I got this Walkman, which is in excellent condition, but I did have to move volume around a bit to deoxidize it, because the sound cracked a bit. And mine does have, even though it was sold with a new belt, it does have the tendency to wobble very much and even change the playback speed continuously. Even after you stop moving it, I move it like this and it plays in one pitch. I move it like this and it plays in another pitch, and that's really not great. So this is good. It is considered a high quality Walkman in the sense that it was expensive, it has a lot of features, but it's not extremely high quality sounds. It has the bells and whistles basically. If you want a high quality sound Walkman, you either go for very expensive ones, or honestly the Walkman I have, which is all mechanical and stuff, which I bought back. It was the Walkman I had before, and I bought it now again from eBay because mine was broken and really bad looking even. This one, I actually like the sound. It has controls that this one's lack. They don't have separate bass and treble control. They have this mega bass thing, but it's not the same thing. Dolby B often causes things like this to become very muffled in sound. So often you keep it disabled, even though the cassette you're using does have Dolby. With mine, the other one, I keep Dolby enabled. I fiddle a bit with the trebles, and it sounds fine. So I can use Walkman while also not compromising too much. You can get better Walkman sound if you align the head, which is not really something I've tried doing. You either have to have someone competent do it, or at the very least you have to buy a calibration cassette, which will be used together with, well, today not an oscilloscope, but a computer at least, to calibrate everything. But really I don't even know where in this Walkman you where you go to change the calibration. It's usually 2 small screws, but I'm not even seeing them here, so I don't really know. Supposedly you can change the belt yourself easily enough if you want to save money by buying one that has the belt, the original belt, unchanged. But when I tried to open this, I actually didn't finish opening it because I felt I was perhaps about to break something. So unless you get it very cheap, I wouldn't do that, really. Okay, that's it. I should have shown the other Walkmans too, instead of just talking about it, but instead I've done it this way. Bye.